Hey everyone, how's it going? It is your pal Sal here, and today we have another quest, I guess, in our series of this hashtag Justice For campaign. So as we all know, I still honestly don't really truly know why this began, but, well, I know why, but how it began, you know. It all started when Madonna fans got Bedtime Stories back to #1 on iTunes, and Mariah Carey fans got E=MC² to #1 on iTunes. And so, you know, this, or maybe it was vice versa, I forget, it's been a little bit now. But now the Cher fans want in on the action, and I am here for this one. The Cher fans have decided to get Cher's album, Living Proof, back to #1 on the iTunes charts. And I am here for this for so many reasons, because I think Living Proof is a very underrated album. And there's a lot of interesting songs that made its way onto here, and it has an interesting history. So first, to give you everything you need to know about getting this album back to #1, this is all going to happen on May 18th of 2020. Basically what is going to happen, all you have to do is on May 18th, you have to buy the album on iTunes on May 18th. That's basically all you got to do. And stream it as much as you can too on May 18th. That helps out tremendously. And our goal is basically just to get this album back to #1 on iTunes. I don't know if it ever made its way to #1 on iTunes. I think iTunes was a thing when this came out, but maybe it wasn't like a thing. I don't know. But, so yeah, that's just the goal. And it costs $9.99, so it's unfortunately not $4.99 like the other two were. But you know what? Let's try it. Let's do it. We got to do it. And I'm here today to do my part to help spread publicity for it, because I'm going to do a reaction to this album because, haha, I have not listened to this album in a while, and I was looking at the track listing and I was like, well, I forgot how that song goes. So again, just a little information on this album. It came out on November 6th of 2001. Everywhere else in the world. In America, it didn't make its way here until February 26, 2002. And what's really interesting about this album is that, much like her other album, It's a Man's World, even though not as severely, the album differed when it came to America. They rearranged the track listing, technically renamed one of the songs, and I believe about a minute, I'm not sure of everything that was cut, but there were about a minute of edits total on the album. So the US version is shorter than the international version, but lucky for you guys, I have the actual international pressing of the album that has the original track listing the way it should be. And so we're just going to go through real quick, and this album charted on the Billboard 200 at #9. Not right, it should have been #1, saying that right here, right now. The album had 6 singles, which were The Music's No Good Without You, Song for the Lonely, Alive Again, A Different Kind of Love Song, When the Money's Gone, and Love One Another. And coincidentally, the weird thing is that A Song for the Lonely was the only one that charted on the Billboard Hot 100 in America at number 85, which again, what the hell. But yeah, I guess we'll get into each song as we go through it, but yeah, so we're listening to the original. Technically we're listening to the Japanese edition of it, the Japanese pressing, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So, but this is technically how the original track listing should go. So I guess without further ado, we're gonna get started with track #1, which is entitled The Music's No Good Without You. I like this song too. Gotta make sure it's loud. I want it loud. Oh wait, we didn't start yet. the backing vocalist didn't come in yet. The music's no good without you, baby. The music's no good at all. The music's no good without you, baby. Come back to me. DJ, it's my Okay, guys, so that's The Music's No Good Without You, and I think it's very clear. Again, if you buy this in America, rearrange the track listing so it goes in the order of the original track listing. This is a perfect opener to an album, and I think that this album, what I've always thought about it is that it expands on the sounds of Believe, like, you know, the sonic sounds and the dance house mixes, but I think the lyrics are invoke more of her album It's a Man's World. And granted, you know, that album is by and large a covers album, I don't know, it just feels like it has that ethereal sense to it. It's definitely, even though I would say I still do prefer Believe, because, you know, that's the first album I ever remember owning, seeing, listening to. You definitely hear a progression, and lyrically, it's a much more impressive album. And there's just so many cool sonic sounds, and having this as the opening for the album, it's like, it's very chill, but there's like this underlining sense of like, ooh, this is it's almost a little spooky, but a little longing. Like, it's just really cool, and the way her voice sounds. Again, you know, like, just, it's a really interesting, this is just a really interesting track. On track number 2, Alive Again. I love this. Is this right? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we get that little thing. Where is it? Wait. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, where is it? Oh, maybe it's not here. Oh, wait, is it here? It's like a little moan, not a moan. It's like a scream. Where is it? There it is. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
All alone, I'm stand, even when I'm roaming. Before I leave, I just wanna breathe again.
That's cool. The auto-tune that they use on there.
I need to feel it again. I wanna keep the soul from roaming. I wanna learn to feel the rain. And maybe I can stop the leaves from falling. I wanna learn to freeze the flame. I wanna be alive again. I wanna be alive again.
Okay, Alive Again. You know, it's so funny because, again, this album always has made me think of It's a Man's World lyrically. And this, to me, it reminds me of if you made, and again, this is me personally. I know if no one sees it, I get it, but this is more me. It reminds me so much of, like, the upbeat version of Cher's Not Enough Love in This World, but it has, like, this, I don't know, it just has this sense to it that I don't know. It's just me, but the longing in her voice about wanting to just be alive again, and oh my God, it's just this. I can't even begin to describe this song. It's just oh my God. Like I'm so sorry. I'm almost at a loss for words, but it's just beautiful. Like again, this album does a really good. It does really good at putting you in a headspace. I think that's the most important thing about it, is that you're just in your mind and you're in the words, like you're free, and you know, it's a beautiful. Okay, guys, we are on track number 3, the big hit of this album. Weirdly enough, this was the song that was slightly retitled. In the original international pressings, this song is, in parentheses, it says "This Is," and then out of parentheses, "A Song for the Lonely." So it's technically called "This Is a Song for the Lonely." But it went to America, they thought, you know what would make this album better? Is if we just called it "Song for the Lonely." Like, so, I mean, either way works for me, but it's just like, really? Like, that needed to be retitled? But, oh God, let's do it.
You're standing on the edge of nowhere. There's only one way up, so your heart's gotta go there. Look no more. You don't have to look no more. Oh no.
Hurry up. Okay, guys, again, I'm almost at a loss for words. "Song for the Lonely" is just an incredible piece of art, and it's just it's such a beautiful song. The fact that it's, you know, dedicated to the New Yorkers after 9/11, beautiful. I want to get out two specific things that I want to say about this. Cher, if you ever watch this video, this song has just got to come back in your set list. Like like I just don't get why. Because I know that the last time that this song was done, it was when she had Cher at the Coliseum, the beautiful Coliseum show. The original set list did have this in, but it got taken out pretty quickly. And it hasn't been heard live since then. And it's gotta come back. It's such a beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't know, maybe personally, if you want a little suggestion, because, you know, Believe is perfect for you know, your ending, but I mean, sometimes an encore is cool, like when you did, what's that song called? I Hope You Find It. That was beautiful, Believe, and then that little finale, gorgeous. I could see this being, after she does Believe, this being the big end number for, well, not, and it doesn't have to be bigger than Believe, but like, it could, I don't know, we could do something. Number 2. For all my Broadway stans out there, I am, again, if you look at my channel, I am a huge stan of the Cher show. And the version of this that's used in the Cher show, it's the Act 1 finale, and it features Stephanie J. Block, Tia Wicks, and Michaela Diamond singing this song to each other after they just decide to leave Sunny. This song takes on a whole new life. Like, if you listen to that version too, it's just as gorgeous. Oh my god. Like, this song, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Track number 4, A Different Kind of Love Song. And also, I have the single for it, too. I wanted to show that while I got it here. It also has the Music's No Good Without You, but it's mostly for A Different Kind of Love Song. So, anyway, here we go. Play. Oh.
This is a different kind of love song. This is a different kind of love song. This is a different kind of love song. What if the world was crazy and I was sane?
The auto-tune here sounds so cool.
Be so strange. This is a different kind of love song. Dedicated to everyone. Different kind of love song. Whoa, whoa. This is a different kind of love song. And part of you.
Here's where she drops the album name. Okay, again, guys, this song, I don't know if I need it to come back into her live set list. I wouldn't deny it, I can tell you that, but I don't know if I need it. But again, this song, she went off on this one. She sounds like she's having a lot of fun recording this one in the studio. And you know, again, this is not a groundbreaking song in terms of content. I mean, we've heard people use Love Song as their thesis of the song, but I think it's really cool about how the song is dedicated to everyone. It's not just about a love that is, you know, between two people. It's about a love for everyone. And second thing I want to bring up, just because I have to do this, when the Cher show, the musicale, was in Chicago, because I'm from Chicago, I live outside of Chicago. I shouldn't say I'm from Chicago, because that's technically a lie. But I saw the first 2 previews of that show, and then one during the middle of it when it was in Chicago. And the show in Chicago was vastly different than it was on Broadway. And this song was actually in the original version of it, and it was actually sung by Rob Camilletti to Cher. And it was this, oh god, it's on YouTube, you could go look it up, it's on there. But it was just a beautiful, beautiful section. It's a real shame that they had to cut it out for timing. I understood why, but the guy who sings it, his name is Michael Compiano. Wonderful rendition of it. If you want to go take a look at that, if that's the best thing I can give you. But again, this is a great song. Deserves more recognition, that's for sure. On track 5 with Rain Rain, which is perfect for right now because it's been a rainy day in my hometown. You can hear like R&B influences in this one.
You're there, so far away, it's not fair to be seen. It's rain, rain in the sky. Everywhere I look, my eyes see rain, rain falling down, crying as it hits the ground.
Oh,
Pretend it's you that's together.
Cher! Yes! Okay, so the one thing that I always knew about this song that I liked about it was the rain, rain. Whenever she does that, it makes me think of like the rain, like the raindrop, like that's the raindrop as it's falling. But I don't know why I just didn't notice this till now, but this song is very R&B sounding, and I think it would have been really interesting had this had been released as a single and like sent to like the R&B stations. I don't know what would have happened, but I think it's catchy enough to do it. And again, here's the other thing is that Cher, I love it when Cher uses autotune because I feel like she's one of the few people that understands that if you're going to use autotune, it needs to be for a stylistic sound choice, not to cover up bad vocals. That's when, and you know when it's covering up bad vocals. And that's not the case with Cher, is that when she does it, it's a stylistic choice, because she just proved here, like, she doesn't need the autotune on The Music's No Good Without You, or a different kind of love song, but it's there for a stylistic purpose to give the song a different sounding tone. And I think that's what's cool about it, is that you never have to worry, like, hey, why'd you use that autotune? Oh, well, we know it's stylistic, so that's good. So love Rain Rain, and I'm mad at myself, I never realized how R&B it was. Okay, so we are coming up onto a couple of tracks that the name sounds familiar, but I can't really hum out a chorus to them, so I guess we're starting with track number 6, Love So High, which I think I know, but we'll just have to listen. I'm not sure.
Every morning I would wake up rain.
I think, wait, this is familiar.
Oh, mi amore.
Oh, mi amore! I remember, wait.
We had love so high, I could never walk away, baby. Look into my eyes. We had love so high, I still need you every day, baby.
So I think the thing with Love So High is that I was really enjoying the vocals and the lyrics. However, there was something that was a little off to me about the build of this song. I found that I truly didn't love it until about 65% in. And I don't know, I just felt like there was a build, but then it didn't quite get up to the build. I don't know. I love that. Mi amore. I love the Latin influence in here. I think it's good. I think it could have used a better build. But that's really the only, not even bad thing I have to say. I just think it was structured a little oddly. But she sounds great. And but I think so far out of everything of this album so far, this is probably my, and this, I hate saying it like this, but it's my least favorite so far. Even though I did like it. But I think, I don't know, there was something a little off to me about the production. Not even the production, just the way it was structured. That's just more me. Okay guys, so this next song, track number 7, is one that I do actually know. It's probably my favorite album cut from this album, and I just actually learned today that its sole writing credit goes to Diane Warren, which I was like, oh, okay, Diane. Thank you for this little piece. So yeah, here we go. We have Body to Body, Heart to Heart. So that's, okay guys, so that song is a qualified bop. I remember when, Chiquitita was coming out and it was like, people were like, oh, this is Cher's first time doing Spanish. I guess I was shocked because, she has very Latin influenced songs. Obviously this one right here, the one we just listened to before it, Love So High, had the Latin influence in it. And then there's obviously the Italian influence in Dove l'amore and her other song Più che poi. So it was shocking to me because she does this type of music really well. It sounds really well, or really good in her voice. This one's a lot of fun, and she gets some really good vocal moments on here. Again, I feel like she was having fun in the studio when she recorded this, and I don't blame her because that song, oh my gosh. It's honestly a crime this one didn't get a live performance because I think it would have been really cute and really fun. Track number 8, Love is a Lonely Place Without You, which is not coming to my mind sonically right now. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, I like this beat. I remember it now. Oh, that sounds so cool.
And you're almost here, and I'm almost touching you. Love is a place I have to hide away.
Okay, so weirdly enough, this song reminded me, if you combined The Music's No Good Without You and Alive Again, if you combine those into one song, that's what this sounded like to me. I recognize this one actually a little more. Love is a lonely place without you. I actually really like this one, and I'm mad I don't know it as well as I should. But again, it goes in, because the two songs it compared to, it really feels like it's in that same boat of that headspace. Yeah, I liked it. The cool effects on her voice, the effects really shone on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna make an effort to know this one more than I did, because this one deserves to be well known. Track number 9, Real Love. I remember this too. Oh, I would love to be in the club with this one. Oh, it's like funky. Okay, so I recognized, probably out of all of them, I recognized Real Love the most. I really liked that. That one had a lot of fun. It was definitely a fun production-wise. That Real Love, yeah, that one was actually really fun. I would love if I was, I did live, but I wasn't of age, to be in the clubs in the early 2000s. I would have grooved my thing to this. Yeah. That was actually really fun. I'm mad at myself. I don't know this album as well as I thought I did. But we're here fixing that today, so that's all that truly matters. Track number 10, which is entitled Love One Another, which was also a single. I don't know if it was a single in America, but it was released as a single somewhere. And it's also a cover. By who? I didn't look, but it's a cover.
Everybody needs, everybody cries, everybody bleeds, everybody dies, everybody dreams, everybody wakes, everybody makes mistakes. Love one another, sisters and brothers, love one another, hey, love one another, father and mother.
That's fun.
We will give you the world so beautiful.
Okay, so I really liked this one. I don't believe there's a music video to it, but, she apparently performed this one live. Oh, it was part of the Love Medley in the farewell tour. But what I found interesting, I guess I maybe should have known this, but, this song, got Cher a Grammy nomination for Best Dance Recording, and she lost it to Kylie Minogue's Come into my world, won't you lift me up? Sorry, I had to sing it like that. But I'm amazed that this is the one that got Cher a Grammy nomination. But that's a good song. I knew it more than I thought I did, and I really enjoyed it. Track number 11, You Take It All.
From the start, with each beat of my heart, that you just blow me away. Ooh, you take it all. Like the sea takes the land from under my feet. From under my feet. Ooh, you take it all.
Okay, so at first I was not feeling this song, and then halfway through I got really pulled in and I was really taken in by the beauty of the lyrics in this one, and I don't know, it almost made me a little emotional. It was, I don't know, something was very, very gripping about that song. And at first I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. But I think this song is a grower, not a shower. And as it was going on, I really got taken into the atmosphere of this song. And I'm going to listen to that again. That really gripped me. And I really enjoyed that. Track number 12, When the Money's Gone.
Ship comes in with no life I give to you, all you ever want. Oh, will you still be there? Will you pull me through when the cash don't come? Oh, will you still love me wherever we go? Where the money's gone, will you want me, baby?
Okay, so fun little fact about me, I've always actually really liked this song. Although, after re-listening to this, I would have personally flip-flopped When the Money's Gone and You Take It All. I feel like You Take It All should be the true closer of the album. But if we think of When the Money's Gone as an encore, I guess that works. I don't know. That's really more of a personal opinion, but it's a fun one. This is another interesting song that made its way into the Cher Show musical. It's a duet with Cher and Sonny. And it's a mashup of this song and her song All or Nothing. It actually works really well, believe it or not. And yeah, it's an interesting choice though. Like I can't imagine making the musical for Cher's life and they're like, you know what song we need in here? When the Money's Gone. Like, just, even though I did learn today though this was a single, which actually I thought was kind of shocking, and it's also a cover. So yeah, that's When the Money's Gone. So, if you lived in America, much like I do, that is where Living Proof ends. It's the same for both of the track listings. However, our blessed friends in Japan gave us a bonus track, which is entitled The Look. And I'm not sure if I've listened to this before. I know I have it on my computer, but I just don't know if I listened to it. So we'll see. This is the Japanese bonus track, The Look. Oh, I like this.
There was I one night in Acapulco. More to tears, the band just played a tango.
Woo!
There you are, just like some kind of hero. Just like a time bomb ticking away. You got the look that makes me weak. Something in your eyes that words can't speak. And you can cast a spell on me like a bullet to my heart. Oh, you gotta move a certain style.
I like this.
Just the thought of you.
We're getting that Latin vibe again. Okay, guys, so that was The Look, and I gotta say, This should have been on the regular album, but I think I get why they didn't put it on there, because, I mean, with the two other Latin-influenced songs, Love So High and Body to Body, Heart to Heart, I personally would cut out Love So High and put this song in its place, but it's also a little similar to Body, Heart to Heart, and if you're gonna put those two up against each other, Body to Body, Heart to Heart obviously wins. But yeah, that was actually really cute. I like that. I'll listen to that again for sure. All right, so we have finished going through Living Proof. And I gotta say, I appreciate this album a lot more than I even did before. And you know, it's crazy to me that it took so many years after this for her to release another album, because we didn't get one until, what was it, 2014 with Closer to the Truth? Yeah, that's crazy that this is what she left us hanging on for the longest time. Wow, again, there's some tracks in here that I'm mad at myself that I don't know as well as I should. I still have to say, though, out of all these, my least favorite was Love So High. And the biggest shocker to me was You Take It All. That one really, that put me in a place. But yeah, so, again, this album got mixed reviews, and I honestly don't understand why. I mean, again, here's the thing. I'm always going to prefer Believe to this. But realistically, it's a little more of a complete album than Believe. I don't know, this album definitely deserves more, and you know what? I'm all for this hashtag Justice for Living Proof campaign, because it is well-deserved. This is a really good album. It's very cohesive. It's got a lot of cool flares to it, and you definitely should listen to it. Yeah, so that's really what I have to say about it. So what are your guys' thoughts on Living Proof? Because I'm always curious to know. And as always, please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It means the world to me when you guys do that. Follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha. That means the world to me. And the way this channel expands is by you sharing my videos, you guys. I put that in your hands. If you like these videos, show them to other people who like this type of content, these divas right here. And that's basically it. So just remember, guys, have a great day, and the music is no good without you guys. Thank you.